I want to know what they were doing that made them so excited about life and just get healthier and just seem so joyful all the time. And so they reached out to me and sent me a video, and kind of the rest you're going to find out. So um, that's why it stands out to me, and I just feel really blessed. So I'm going to turn this over to a very special lady who I've been getting to know the past couple weeks. Her name's Tanya Sheldon, and she's from Idaho. She's a mom of two, and she's been married 20 years. And she has been in this business for 9 years. That is one more thing I do want to share really quick, that I feel like this is a family and a community, which a lot of times you feel like people are trying to sell you something. And I'm not for that. I'm 52 years old and I don't need to be sold anything else. So I kind of been Facebook stalking her and other people. And I even saw differences, in their life. So I'm just really grateful that each one of you, I feel like each one of you need to hear what she has to share. So Tanya, I'm going to turn it over to you.
I love it. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Matthew. Hi, everybody. I'm so happy to be here tonight on behalf of Lisa. This is like my sweet spot. I just love being able to share this information on behalf of other people. It's just a way to serve in such a beautiful way. This company and this opportunity was brought into my life October of 2011. And it was shared with me because one of my best friends said yes to it. And she just wanted to do business together. She just thought we'd have a good time doing it. But I also had a mom, and my husband had a lot of health issues at that time. I was very healthy when this came into my life, so I wasn't really looking, but I was looking for opportunity. I'll talk about that later. But this was something that I had to order the product behind my husband's back because he was so skeptical. But he was in such pain, and we really couldn't find anything to help him or address the issues that he was having. And so I felt like this might be something that could help him. And it really did. It really has changed his life in a really big way. And now it's become a lifestyle for us, something that I will never, ever go a day without. And like Lisa, I just want to be here living a life of vitality for as long as I'm here. I want to be fully present, fully alive and energetic on behalf of my children and my grandchildren that are to come. So I'm really excited that you're here. If you are here watching us on Facebook, would you please say hello in the comments? Let us know that you're here. Let us know that you're here supporting Lisa. We would love to hear your feedback as we go along. So I'm going to share my screen and we will get started. The company that I'm sharing with you tonight is called LifeVantage. And this is a company that has been around since 2009. And we are basically here to show you tonight how to flip the switch within your body. So basically, if you were to think of a lot of light switches have like a dimmer switch beside them, what's happening as we age is somebody's kind of taking a hold of that dimmer switch and the lights are starting to dim a little bit. And that is happening in our lives because our cells and our bodies are being hijacked. It's kind of a tough term, but whether we know it or not, as much as we try to, nothing will beat good relationships, eating well, good sleep. That is so fundamental. But there are so many things around us that we just can't control anymore. Things like the food and water, heavy metals that are in some of that. Sometimes the stress, right? Whether it's too much work or lack of work. Environmental stresses, they're all around us. EMFs, the blue lights, all the technology, all of those things are wreaking havoc on our cells, and it's not good for us. It's not helping us. And did you know there's also 85,000 chemicals that have been introduced since the Industrial Revolution? And again, that's just something that we can't control. And we could do our best to try to eliminate these, but for the most part, this is just simply life in the 21st century. And like I said, it is dimming our lights. It is really wreaking havoc on our cells. So what does that feel like when our cells are being bombarded by all of these toxins and these environmental stressors? Well, you're going to start having a decreased immune system. You're going to develop brain fog. You're going to feel sluggish and not as energetic as you had before. Maybe you're going to have a bad mood or lack motivation to do things. Increased stress, fatigue. I'm sure all of you that are watching this can relate to one of these or another, or you know someone that is, right? So what's really happening in our bodies, we get to share with you And it still blows my mind that I get to share this with you. I'm a meat and potatoes girl from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So health and wellness, just, I was an athlete, but it wasn't like something that drove me. It wasn't something I always talked about. And I am so grateful for the education that I've gotten from this company, you guys, since I became a part of it in 2011, because I can't imagine my life without it anymore. And I just think it's necessary, and it's an obligation that we share this with as many people as possible. So I'm so grateful you're here tonight. So what's really happening in our bodies when the light is dimming? We're having high oxidative stress levels, we're having mitochondrial decline, and we're having a decline in our sirtuin activity. Those are the 3 theories of aging, and I'll tell you exactly what those mean. So science has already discovered that our genes contain incredible abilities to keep our bodies healthy. So if you could leverage those genes, the genes that can keep our body healthy, if you could leverage them, flip the switch, turn the lights back on, would you do that? I'm hoping that you would say yes. So let's talk about that first theory of oxidative stress. You guys, I had no idea what this was when this was introduced to me, and I'm so grateful that I found out what it is. So what happens is, when our body's being bombarded by all those environmental stressors, our cells are getting attacked, our body's natural defense is that we want to produce our own antioxidant enzymes to really help with the health of our cell. We have enzymes that produce antioxidants, but what happens is the body's production of those antioxidant enzymes, it slows down over time. So we want to flip the switch. We want to flip the switch and turn on a pathway called NRF2. It's a pathway in our body. And when we turn it on, we're triggering those same enzymes that we already have to create and produce those antioxidants that our body needs to combat that oxidative stress, the rusting of the cell or the browning of the apple, like you saw in that last picture. It's a blend of 5 plants synergistically together, that when they're put together, this plant-based product is proven scientifically to reduce that oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days in your body. So what does that mean when you can lower oxidative stress by 40% in your body? That means that you're going to have, your cells are going to be more equipped for all of the triggers that come into your body. I'm going to go back one more, guys. Sorry, I went too fast. But here's what happens. I want you to know the foundation behind this and why I get to share this with you, why Lisa gets to share this with you. In 2005, ABC News went in and did an investigative report on a researcher and scientist that said he had developed Protandim NRF2, that it was proven to lower oxidative stress. They were coining the terms anti-aging with it. So ABC News went in to do an investigative report. They did a blood test on John Quinones, and they found that after 2 weeks, his oxidative stress levels were lowered by 45% in 2 weeks. They did a blood test, and they found that after 30 days, they couldn't distinguish the blood between an 80-year-old and a 20-year-old. So after that ABC report aired, there were doctors, researchers, scientists all over the world that said, we know oxidative stress is bad. So if your product does what you say it's going to do, we want to study it with other disease states. We want to study it with other conditions. And all of these studies started to happen. The fact that we can claim that Protandim NRF2 lowers oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days is a very big deal. There is no other product on planet Earth still today that can make that same claim. There are products that can claim that they lower oxidative stress, but they don't have the statistics to back it. And we'll show you more about that in a minute. But one of the other studies that have come from that report and from that NRF2 pathway, boosting your body's antioxidant enzymes, Washington State did their own study. And they said that that pathway of NRF2, it's likely to be the most important health promoting approach in the foreseeable future. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. This is a really big deal. NRF2 may become the most extraordinary breakthrough in the history of health. There are so many organizations and companies, so many people are studying this pathway, and we are so far ahead of the curve, you guys, when it comes to just equipping your body with what God already gave you and flipping that switch, like we said, and just triggering your body's enzymes to work and do what they're supposed to do. That's all we're doing. We're talking about activation, activating what you already have rather than supplementing your body with more that it doesn't know what to do with. So here's what happens. Over time, our body's antioxidant production, it decreases, like we said. That means we're going to have more of the oxidative stress. When you take Protandim Nrf2, 5 plants synergistically together, look what happens to your body's antioxidant production. It sustains, it maintains. Now you have the ability to fight off that oxidative stress and give your body the equipment that it needs. Now, I said after the ABC report aired, organizations all over the world wanted to study. You're going to see, look, free radical biology, oxidative medicine and cellular, all of these organizations, they are some of the companies that did studies on Protandim Nrf2. Where do you find them? There's a site called pubmed.gov. It's short for public medicine. Any doctor or researcher, they go to PubMed for their information. This is where you find the credible research. If I go to PubMed today and I type in Protandim, I'm going to see over 23 peer-reviewed studies. That is not a normal thing. This is a plant-based product. You can find studies on plants, but to find studies on a product as a whole, that is something that you can't find. That is what makes us stand apart from the rest, you guys. This has been studied by the American Heart Association, by the Anti-Aging Association. It's amazing what these studies are stating. When I was introduced to this, I was told to go to PubMed. There's a search bar, and I was told type in oxidative stress, what our product reduces, and then anything in my family history. So I typed in what my husband was dealing with, what my mom was dealing with, all these things that had affected my family. And every time I put in oxidative stress and any of those ailments, there were always studies that came up showing me that there was a correlation. I was taking multivitamins and vitamin C. I had no idea what those were supposed to do for me. I just knew that I should probably take them. I didn't study them. I don't think I really felt any better from them. But when someone showed me that they had a product that would reduce oxidative stress, which was linked to so many things in my family history, it just made sense to me. Why would I not equip my body as much as I possibly could and take it for the rest of my life? I have taken this product for 9 years now, you guys, and I am so grateful. My children take it, my husband takes it, and I do, just like Lisa. I want everybody I know to know about this. So it's such a gift that you're getting to hear about this information tonight. But that's just the first theory. The second theory of aging is that we began to look at other switches for mitochondrial health and sirtuin activity. So mitochondria, that is the power of your cell. It's a powerhouse of your cell. And our body should be constantly fixing and removing the damaged mitochondria and giving us new mitochondria. The battery of our cells should be up. It should be full. It shouldn't be empty like this. So our body is supposed to produce more mitochondria as we age. But unfortunately, as we age, the production of that power, it slows down. So we're flipping another switch. We're turning on your body's ability to produce more mitochondria. That's insane, right? It really is. We're doing it through plants, and now we're giving your body the ability by nearly 70% to have more energy, to produce more energy, to give the body what it needs. And when you do that now, you're putting that power back into your cells. Doesn't it just make sense that if we can turn on a pathway in our body to give all of our cells the power that it needs, that we're going to function better? It just makes sense. That's the second theory. Now, the last theory, the third theory of aging, is the sirtuin decline. This is the newest one that we've come out with. And I'm telling you, there's so many studies on this, you guys. They really state that sirtuins are like the fountain of youth. that they are so tied to the fountain of youth and how good we feel. And there are so many health benefits that are tied to these guys working properly in our body. They are like the garbage men. So as we age and as we go on a daily basis, there's like cellular waste that backs up in our cell. And we need these sirtuins to get rid of the waste. That is their job. They are supposed to give us new garbage men, give us new sirtuins, and get rid of the waste. But again, as we age, the body's ability to do that, it goes down. So we're flipping the switch. This is the NAD pathway. That's the pathway. We're turning it on and we're getting the sirtuins to do what they're supposed to do. Here's the thing with sirtuins, you guys. Many people, without even realizing it, when they do intermittent fasting or caloric restriction, think of it when you do intermittent fasting, right? You are waiting, you're giving your body rest. You're allowing your body to rest and really work out the toxins and the gunk that was in it before you start eating again, right? That's not always a fun thing to do. You do boost sirtuin activity when you do that, but not by what we're giving you here. We're giving you plants that when you take them, you're boosting that sirtuin activity by 100% in 24 hours. 100% in 24 hours, you're giving your body the ability to get rid of the backup waste in the cells when it needs it. So now you're getting rid of the rust, and look how clean, right? All the wheels are. Look how clean they're working in motion. Imagine if you could flip the switch on all three of these. When we do this on all these theories, that is called our Tri-Synergizer. Each product is called Protandim, and they all work in different pathways. Protandim Nerf 2, lowering oxidative stress. Protandim Nerf 1, boosting mitochondria, and Protandim NAD, giving your body the ability to have sirtuins to get rid of the backed up waste. Now, you can see in the gray how beneficial each product is individually, but when you take them together, when you put all those theories together and you take these products together, look at what happens in the blue. Look at like the healthy inflammatory response. It goes up by 838%. Who would not want to have their inflammatory gene, their healthy inflammatory response gene upregulated by 838%? Imagine the benefits that come from that when you can flip those switches and do that in your body, right? So are you ready to flip that switch? If you were to do that, these are just some of the health benefits that come from that. You're going to support positive mood and motivation. Yes, you are. I am telling you firsthand, that is the very first thing that my husband noticed in me. I was healthy when I started taking these, but my husband said along the way, you just are a lot calmer. You're not flipping out. My anxiety level and my ability to handle stressful situations became so much better. And I didn't recognize it myself. He recognized that in me. So that positive mood and motivation, I am telling you guys, that is so real. It is so real. And who would not want that right now? It supports healthy longevity. It improves mental focus and concentration. We all need that. Boosts mental and physical energy, supports your healthy inflammatory response, supports your healthy vascular system. Huge benefits that come from these three products. We have them as a Tri-Synergizer in bottles or in packets that you can just take, rip open, and take with you for the day. So that is our Tri-Synergizer. That research of Protandim Nerf 2 is really how the company started, why we're here today. After the ABC report, that first product, Nerf 2, was put into the retail sector, but people just didn't know what it was supposed to do sitting on a store shelf. So the man that they brought in said, there's a story here to be told, and they changed their distribution method. They put it into hands of people like Lisa and I, and we became LifeVantage in 2009, and that's why we're here today. So this one slide pretty much wraps up the rest of our product catalog and what we have. We're really looking at giving your body the ability to work the best that it can from head to toe. And we do that through the Tri-Synergizer, like we said. We also have Axio. Axio is a powder packet that you put in water. You put it in like 12 to 16 ounces of water. And this is a nootropic. This is focusing on, it had things like L-theanine, quercetin. We're boosting your mental ability to calm your brain down so that you can have positive mood, clarity, and you can really focus on what needs to get done. I don't drink coffee, but I do start with 2 of these every single morning. I like to combine the decaf and the caffeinated. It's a huckleberry green grape and a red raspberry, and they are just so yummy. And this is something that if you want samples, please let us know, because for my girls that are going to start next week virtually, and they're not excited, I'm going to need this Axio right by their side. And because I have seen the night and day difference that it makes in my daughter when she feels overwhelmed or she can't focus. I'm telling you, this helps them so much in such a beautiful way, and they love the flavor. It tastes so good. Okay, and then we have our ProBio. This is a probiotic. We have to have a healthy gut. We have to have that good bacteria. If we don't have it, our body's not going to cling to the nutrients that it needs. This is a ProBio that is enhanced with Wellmune, which is huge for your immune support. And it really has this BioTrack technology so that it's not really releasing in the gut until it gets to the gut. So then you're getting that bacteria where you need it in your small and large intestine. There are so many people that when they take our Tri-Synergizer and they hear the benefits of it, they really sometimes expect to just feel something, like they want a miracle to happen right away. That's not always the case. Sometimes our bodies have been through so much stuff that we're completely unaware of that we don't always feel it right away. It takes a little bit of time. But this probiotic, if people have not been taking good care of their gut and they have an unhealthy gut, you are going to feel the benefits, and it's going to be in the best way possible. It's an amazing product. And then we have our omega. Here we're giving you those healthy omegas, the 7s and the 3s. We're giving you vitamin D in our omega. You can actually bite into this and chew it. It's a lemon lime flavor. You can trace it back to the boat that it came from. That is how clean it is. And you really need those omegas. They're like lotion for your cells. Our heart needs omegas. Our brain needs those healthy omegas. This is a really, really good, beautiful, sustained, healthy omega that we have. And then our physique weight management line, we have another gut product in there. It's a prebiotic. It's basically just a powder. It tastes like a blood orange flavor that you just put in water. And the prebiotic is so good for you. Like, it's going to clean your gut out. And it's really good for like giving the probiotic, like the sunshine and the rain and the fertilizer that it needs, so that they work in tandem to make your gut as healthy as it can be. That's a big step to weight management. That's a big step to anybody wanting to lose some weight. And then we have our whey protein shake. It's a vanilla flavor. It's 18 grams of protein. And then we also have a fat burn. And that fat burn has extracts in it that really target the visceral toxic fat that can sometimes get on the outside of our organs. So great line there. And then we have the skincare and hair care, both True Science, also have a hand cream with that. And our True Science lines have Nerf2 activation within them. They have both won awards for being some of the top new products. And there are before and afters. We'll be posting those in the group for you guys in the next couple of days. You have to see these. The skincare, what it's done for people with different skin conditions, the hair care. I'm telling you, my hair has never been healthier. I've never gotten so many compliments on my hair in my entire life. It used to be so stringy and it would break. I'd have so much hair falling out when I'd comb through it. I just don't have that issue anymore. It's amazing what can happen to your skin and your hair when you give it really good, clean products. There's an app called Think Dirty. And if you go to that app, it's going to rank products that you put on your skin topically from a 0 to a 10. And ours rank a 0 to a 3. Green, clean, very, very good for you. And then we have Pet Tandem. Pet Tandem is Protandim for dogs. It simply came about because people were giving the human product to their pets and to their horses and to their cats. They really were. And amazing stories came from these dogs taking this human product. So the company did a study on 85 dogs and they thought, okay, let's make this for dogs. They're feeling so good on it. So it's a Nerf2 activator, reduces oxidative stress in dogs. It's chicken bacon flavor. They love it. And the testimonies that have come from this have been phenomenal. So that is the product pipeline of LifeVantage. Everything is so good for you guys. I can't even pick a favorite. It's a lifestyle for me. I'll never go without these products. We use all of them. Now, to wrap up the rest of this, my favorite way to always share this is to sit with someone belly to belly. I love to know people's stories and where this could fit into their life. We don't have that benefit tonight. I don't know everyone's story that is seeing this, but I do know that while we're always looking for better health, many of us today are also looking for some more wealth. We're looking for other ways to bring in extra income. We're looking for ways to have a plan B when a crisis happens again in our lives. And I can't tell you how grateful I am that I said yes to this 9 years ago. Today, my husband lost his job in March, and because of this opportunity, he's not going to look for another one. He's just decided to stay home and work this business with me. And that's because I dug my well before we were thirsty. And now we're in a place where we have choices, and it's been just so beneficial. When I said yes to LifeVantage, like I said, my husband was sick, my mom was sick, but I was just really ready to find out what I was made of. And I knew enough to know that in network marketing, you do not succeed unless you help others. And I have a heart to help others, like so many of us do. I had done 7 other companies before I got into LifeVantage, but I always felt like I was a salesperson. And I think it was just because there was nothing ever really unique that stood out. I just couldn't get behind it. But with this, our products are just so unique, and the stories that come from it are so beautiful that I just felt like this was finally the thing I was looking for. It was everything I didn't know I was looking for. So stories, that's what network marketing is. We just become storytellers, and they're better when they're shared. When you find something that you love, you want to tell people about it. That's why Lisa invited you here tonight. She's found something that she's passionate about, and she's only just tapping the surface too. Wait till she really understands what this is and how excited she'll be. So the company LifeVantage, just a little bit about it and the credibility behind it. We're 11 years old, headquartered in Salt Lake City, Utah. We're publicly traded on the NASDAQ. We're a debt-free company. Our board of directors, we have former executives from Coca-Cola, Airbnb, Amazon. Many of our board of directors that we have today are the same people that were a part of our company when we transitioned in 2009. So they've been around for a very long time with us. And one of our newest board of directors is Erin Brockovich. And I think that speaks huge to who we are as a company and what we stand for. Because if you've seen that movie, you know, like, she has lived her life looking for ways to help people, to better people's health. And she knew that word biohacking. She knew the word nutrigenomics. And when she saw what we had our hands on, that's why she wanted to be a part of it. So when it comes to looking for an opportunity, another way to bring in extra income to your family, there are many things that you should look for that I didn't know. I didn't know what I should look for. I just knew that I was open and I was ready to change. And one of the big things to look for is you want something, first of all, that's consumable. You want a consumable product that people are going to need on a month-to-month basis, but you also want products that are trends. You don't want something that's a fad that's here today and gone tomorrow. And never in history have people been more concerned about their health. Never, ever, right? 60%, there's been a 60% increase in wellness in the last 8 years. The other big thing is every category that we have a space in, whether it's anti-aging, skincare, hair care, pet care, energy, weight loss, those collectively are over a $600 billion space. Each one individually is a $1 billion category. They're never going to go away. There's always going to be a place for these products, and people are always going to want them. And we are so far ahead of the curve with what we have in our science and those 3 theories of aging. 3 years ago, people were talking about cosmetics. That held a very big space. And now today, it's all about wellness, and it's just on the rise. Like we said, a 60% increase. So when you talk about network marketing, it really is, like I said, it's about being a storyteller. It's about finding something that you can be passionate about, getting behind it, and then being the best listener anyone's ever been in front of, and listening to their health stories or their financial stories, and then letting them know that you might have an answer. That's all we're doing. And then we share something like this with them, and then you'll make the decision on where this might fit best for you. The products, everybody needs our products, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I don't want people to wait until a crisis hits before they make that decision. The sooner, the better. You want to be proactive with your health. But I do understand the business isn't for everybody. It's just not. But those people that are looking for a way to really bring in another stream of income or have that plan B, it is the perfect model. I'm telling you, I'm so grateful for this. You can work from home. You can work from anywhere. It's a laptop lifestyle. We could even do this from our phone, you guys. This same PowerPoint is on our phone. There's so much that we can do right from our phone. We can send you a shopping cart with the products that you want to start with right from our phone. Low barrier of entry, social sharing, personal online store, your own e-commerce store. The company tracks everything for you. You can get up to daily bonuses, and then there's travel rewards too when travel opens again. So because we're a publicly traded company, we have an income earnings disclosure statement. And I just want to share with you 3 different areas of average earnings that we have in the company. This Pro 3 rank is our foundational rank in our company. At this rank, people are making an average of additional $626 a month. That income, I remember, I'll never forget the day that my girlfriend, my enroller, called me and said, "You just hit Pro 3. I had just stopped at a grocery store, and you would have thought I was dancing through that store. Like, I was so excited when I hit that rank because I was making such an impact in my family's life. There was about an average additional $400 at that time that I was bringing into our family by doing my own business. I was so proud of myself, and that made such an impact because the week after I got into LifeVantage, my husband was laid off. We were living in Colorado, and then we had to move to Idaho 6 months later. So to have that extra income when he took a job pay cut, it was everything for us. And that $600 extra right now, you guys, that's a stimulus check. There's so many people that would feel so blessed to be making that. And at the Pro 3 level too, we have a system that if people come in and they're ready to go to work and they're coachable, we have a system that can get you there in 90 days if you want to do that. Then we have Premier Pro 5, and the average income earning at Premier Pro 5 is $3,100 a month. That's huge. That's when you can bring someone home, right? And then we have the elite ranks. There's Elite Pro 7 to Elite Pro 10. At these ranks, you're not only making 5 figures a month, but now you get to partake in a global sharing pool. So the company will take 4% of all new commissionable sales every single month, and they split up that 4% with those top ranks. So at Elite Pro 7, you're getting a 1% share of all new commissionable sales every single month. That speaks to the culture that we have in the business, because whether I had business in Australia or Germany or wherever in the world, I'm still getting a piece of that. And it just means that we're all here to help one another. It's not my team, your team, their team. It's our team. LifeVantage is one team, all of us working together. So our enrollment packs to become someone that is a distributor with LifeVantage that can do this opportunity the way Lisa's doing it tonight. We have a starter pack at $50, and then our packs to get the products are silver, gold, and platinum. Take a drink here. Okay, silver, gold, and platinum. With these packs, you can even get these as just a customer as well, because these are the steepest discounts that you're going to find with the products. You can get up to 35% savings with these packs. So at the platinum pack, you come in at $1,250. It's a one-time investment. You never make it again. It pays for your back office. You're going to get all of our products. And I think that's really important because you want to be a product of the product. If you were going to open a restaurant, you don't want to do it with half of a menu, right? This allows you to use all of the products that we have, create your own stories. You can sell some of the products that are in the pack. and give them to other people to create other stories, or sell some of the products in the pack and recoup some of your investment back. But really, our job and what we want to do for you once you make that investment and you come in, we want to help you get that investment back as soon as possible. We want you to get the investment back, be in the clear, and then start paying for your own products, changing other people's lives, and then really start taking advantage of the commission structure that we have. So, can I do this? I promise you, yes, you can. This is not an industry that looks at the resume, right? This is an industry that is open to anyone. Anyone can come into this. There's nothing that is required of you. All that's required of you is to have a burning desire for change. We want you to be coachable, excuse me, and to have a good work ethic. If you have those three things, you guys, you can't fail. There's going to be benefits in your life. You're going to grow more than you ever have before personally. That's what I was looking for when I said yes. I just wanted to become better. I wanted to become more of who I already was. And it really broke me open and let me gain so much more confidence. And now my favorite thing is doing this. Like, I love helping people expose this opportunity. So you can see tonight, Lisa got to invite you, share a little bit of her story, and turn it over to somebody else. That's what we want. We want this to be so simple for you that all you have to do is click a button and you've got all the tools you need to show people what we have, and then they get to make up their mind and see what's best for them, and you get to utilize us on your behalf to help people make those decisions. So you're going to have customer support, global customer support. We have a very simple system that people can use, and it's simple, but it's not an easy business. It takes work. This takes work, but it is the most enjoyable work that I have ever done. I can't imagine ever not doing it, and the rewards that come from it. The fact that my husband today, you guys, does not have to punch a clock or doesn't have to be told what he's worth or what he's going to make or when he has to take time off, for me to be able to book some trips around December for our family, and then ask him, well, what do you think about these dates? And he's like, well, I don't care. That works for me. I'm like, oh, that's right. You don't have to ask anybody. We can just go. It's just so much fun. Like, everybody should experience this kind of freedom. It's so nice to have that. And it's because we've created it, right? We've just helped so many people along the way that it's allowed us to have that freedom to make the decisions we want to make along the way. But we're far from being done. And there's no glass ceiling here. This is whatever you want to make of it. Lisa could come in today, and even though I've been in 9 years, she could catapult right past me. It is exactly what you want to make of it. You are your own boss. You can work as hard as you want, or you could treat it like a part-time position, or you could treat it like a hobby. It's whatever you want to do with this. Okay, I kind of got off on a tangent there, but we have regular team meetings. We have regular trainings that take place on a weekly basis. The support that you get is endless. It just does not go away. So a little bit more about our company really quick. We were ranked the best place to work for actually 4 years running, best place to work. Opening in new countries all the time. Erin Brockovich was brought onto our board of directors. The Stevie Award, like I said, that's a huge recognition that we got for our best new product for the hair care system. We'll post before and afters, I promise. Added to the Russell 3000 Index. Opened in New Zealand. We introduced free shipping, which is amazing. We rang the closing bell on the NASDAQ in January. Huge honor for a publicly traded company. We are the Salt Lake Real professional soccer team sponsor, which is a huge thing for athletes. And then these are the countries that we're a part of right now, and we're just tapping the surface with that. We're open in so many countries, but also ready to open in so many more. And then there are some countries as well where we have customer programs, not distributor programs just yet. And we are a very philanthropic company, you guys. Every year people go down to Rocky Point, Mexico, in that area where we are building homes, we're building communities, we're furnishing those homes, and just really providing people a better way of life. So where do you go from here? Kind of just drank out of a fire hose, a lot of information, but this is where, if you have been with us tonight, and I hope you've said that you're with us in the comments, Let Lisa know that you've been here. She's going to be following up with you in the next couple days, just asking you what you thought about the information. If you need more information, we've got a great Facebook community that she can make you a part of called Vitality Living. That's our wellness community where you're going to get just things fed to you about life in general, recipes, eating, our science, stories, many different things that are a part of that community. So let her know if you want to be a part of that. If you're ready to be a customer and you want to be on some of these products, let her know. She can make it so simple for you by simply putting the products into a shopping cart, sending you the link, and all you have to do is check out. If you are looking for an opportunity and maybe you want to explore more about what it looks like to be a business builder and a distributor with LifeVantage, please let us know. We can share more with you on that as well, more about the comp plan or how you get paid or what that looks like. But it is really fun when you can do this with people that you know, that you love, that you trust. We have a lot of fun, and it's a family. We are definitely a family here. So thank you so much for being with us tonight. I am so happy and proud of you for plugging in. If you're watching the playback, awesome. Let Lisa know that you watch the playback as well, so she knows how to properly guide you and help you make that next decision. But Lisa, I'm so grateful I got to help you do this tonight. Can't wait to do it again. And Lisa, do you want to say anything before we close out? Unmute yourself, hon.
Thank you for sharing. I really appreciate this. Does anyone else, I don't know if anybody had questions. I didn't see any questions, but it's just been an honor to just to learn about this company and learn from you and just to be a part of this. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. Have a wonderful evening. And if you watch the playback, thanks for staying with us. Bye.